What's up? Welcome to another video. My name is Ted. If we haven't met yet, and I talk bass and other stuff. I'm gonna have to work on that tagline, man. Look, if you like this content, go on and hit that subscribe button. Smash that like button. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm, which is kind of like a hard game to figure out. Anyway, today is a little something different, a little story time. I want to tell you about me almost becoming a hip-hop analyst for Pandora. Many of you know, if you watch this channel for any length of time, you know I am like a crossbreed, New Orleans and Bay Area. And so when I was out in the Bay Area, I got referred to Pandora by a friend of mine who works at Pandora. I had a lot of musician homies that worked at Pandora as music analysts. And, you know, basically, music analysts listen to music all day. Listen to music and, do stuff to where when you have a radio station, you know, all your songs kind of fit together, right? The short story, right? This was a great experience. I was so disappointed in not getting that job, but I missed it by like that much. Let me tell you the story because I'm going to show you the importance of ears and also talk to you a little bit about an ear training app that I used. So first things first, if I remember correctly, I got referred by my homie Kevin, who I was in a band with. He is still a music analyst with Pandora. And so I applied for the job. I got a test. The test was like a bunch of songs that I had to listen to and analyze, this is a 1-4-6-2-5, or this is, whatever the chord progression is, right? And so that was easy. I was like, I do this like all the time. I was gigging pretty heavily, having to figure out songs pretty quickly, stuff like that. So my ears were working in that way. The next part of the thing was a phone interview. That was easy money. But after that, I go into the Pandora office down in Oakland, and I was in there like 4 hours, and this was like the trippiest, coolest interview that I've ever done. Like I said, 4 hours, and this was like, sort of like you get this far, they invite you in, and they're going to test you on some stuff. Now, I had sort of an idea that I'd heard through the grapevine of that I needed to have my ears ready. So I used an app called Ear Trainer I used to go on walks in the morning. That was my thing that I did all the time. And I just went through this ear training app on my walks, and systematically went through like intervals, major seconds, minor seconds, ascending, descending, chords, all this stuff. Your ears are just like a muscle. And so you got to work them. You got to work them. And I don't care how long you've been doing it. If you stop working your ears, that muscle will get tired, right? And so it was the fine stuff, that I needed to get sharper, or at least I wanted to make sure it was sharp for this interview. So I'm doing this ear training app like every single day. Part of the interview was a guy coming into the room. Can't remember his name. Real cool dude though. He came in with an acoustic guitar. And the first thing he did was had me turn away from him, and he played intervals. Just single notes, intervals, right? No problem. Then he starts playing chords. No problem. I noticed in that process that there were a couple of chord types that were easy to mix up because they function the same way in a key. Like I think I was I don't want to say because I can't truly remember. I want to say it was like dominant sevens and I don't know. It wasn't diminished chords. It was something else. I'm drawing a blank right now, but I know like say the interval, if somebody plays a dyad and they play an octave and or a root and a fifth, sometimes it's easy to miss those. So anyway, I go through this thing, and I get another part of the test was, it was a written part of the test, and it was trippy because it was like, can you compare and contrast Andre 3000 from Big Boy from Outkast? There was a whole section. I mean, they were like essay questions. They really were essay questions, just like a test you would get in school. Talk about 90s hip hop. Then, they went through the decades, talk a little bit about 2000s hip hop. And one question, I kid you not, was, do you know what a thought is? And had I not been kind of studying and trying to prepare for this interview, I wouldn't have. I was like, a what? But I do know what it is now. So I didn't get the job from a guy who had like a master's in religious music from Yale and is also a hip hop head, like a real hip hop head. So me and the guys over there at Pandora got along great. The guy, the head guy that I interviewed with, really liked me and everything. And it came down to guys that have similar skill sets, but that guy also happened to be like a major hip hop dude, right? And so when I talked to the guy afterwards, because I wanted to know, what could I have done differently or whatever. He was like, I just, all things being equal, I don't know that I could see you listening to misogynistic gangster rap music for hours on end. And he was right. So the right guy got the job. The reason why the job is so appealing to musicians is a job you can do on the road, you can do at home, you can be flexible with it. You just, have to listen to the music and analyze the music. A moth got in the house and it's like flying and hurting itself up there on the light. But that is my story about Pandora. In the next video, because I don't want this video to be too long and I want to give this app the due that it deserves, I want to talk about this really cool app called Ear Trainer. Probably one of the best things since sliced bread. A little bit a day will keep that ear muscle tight. So thanks for listening to my story. If you like this channel and the video, give the video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done it. And I'll catch you on the flip. Peace. 2 fingers.